Hi there, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm getting into some more Patrick Ta products. I have two of his major Headlines blush palettes. These are blush duos. They come with cream and powder formulas, and I'm excited to get into these two shades. I have She's That Girl and She's Blushing. I was hoping to get these palettes at the Sephora sale, 20% off. But these colors were sold out, of course, the ones that I wanted. And I missed out on the blush palette that came out during Christmas time. That sold out. So I went to Patrick Ta's website directly, used a 15% off code because I was a first-time customer, and I finally got the blush colors that I wanted. I also picked up a couple other things that I wanted to try out just because I'm more curious about the brand, and I picked up the eyeliner, the Precision Gel Liner in Cream. This is a nude shade, and I picked up Precision Lip Crayon in She's Proud, which is a nude color. And then I picked up his eyebrow tool, the spoolie and brush here. It looks very shiny and fancy. So we're gonna try out these products today very quickly. I just got the Major Dimension 2 palette during the Sephora sale. Did a video review on that, and so I wanted to try out more from Patrick's brand. If you guys have favorites from this brand that I need to try out that I haven't picked up, you guys will have to comment below. But let's get into some swatches of these blushes and the eye products, and the eye and lip products. So this guy is She's Blushing. It's a nudie, sort of a pinkish vibe, I'm hoping, but we shall see. The cream side has a little clear window over it so that the powder doesn't get on the cream, which is so genius. It comes with a beautiful mirror, rose gold packaging. So this is 0.21 ounces, 6 grams total for the cream, 0.14 ounces for the powder, 4 grams total. It says day or night, this dual formula compact allows you to create looks for both and everything in between. A luminous sheer cream on one side and a buttery soft powder on the other. Wear them alone or layer for maximum impact. Ooh, so the directions say for a sheer look and dewy glow, dab and blend the cream formula on cheeks. For a soft airbrush finish, sweep the powder onto apples. For the ultimate color payoff, layer the cream formula over the powder for a glossy dimensional look. That's what I plan on doing. Powder first, then the cream. Seems like the opposite way to do things, but that is what he does. All right, and the other shade I got is, these palettes are tricky to open. This is She's That Girl. The shades I got. All right, so let's do some swatches. This is She's Blushing. I'm doing cream first, and ooh, interesting. That feels kind of slick, almost feels like a lip balm. Oh, wow. Yeah, it kind of feels like an interesting lip product. So that's the cream, and She's Blushing. Ooh, this powder feels so smooth, and that is the powder. This is an interesting color. It's kind of a nude orangish rose peach shade. I don't know how this is gonna look on me, but that is the swatch for She's Blushing. And then She's That Girl. Here's the cream. I want to say these feel kind of waxy, so that's probably why I feel like it feels like a lip product. That's pretty. Let's put a little bit more there. Ooh, that's nice. It's not too glossy, too tacky. It's a nice finish. And then for the powder, there is the complimentary powder. Ooh, it's actually lighter on the skin than what's in the pan. So that's She's a Girl. How pretty. All right, so we're gonna try both. We're gonna have one on one side, one on the other. I know my eyes look crazy. They have different colors. I just tried the new Hindash palette, and I wanted to try all the colors. So Now we're doing a different color blush on each cheek. So we're gonna be mismatching. Before I get into that though, I do wanna swatch the other products I picked up. This is the lip liner, lip crayon, and it has a click pen formula. So here is the swatch for that. Ooh, it's like a square. So this looks very brown. This is She's Proud. So that's a nice color, very brown nude. The eyeliner, the gel liner, this is gonna be a nude shade, and I wanted to get this because this isn't one of the new shades of the eyeliners, but it looked pretty with his palette to kind of, ooh, I just broke it. To have kind of like this cream contrast against his very pigmented eyeshadows. Ooh, this is very nice formula. Wow, it's almost like a concealer eyeliner. Look at that. Wow, that's creamy. So I kind of wanted to do like a line using that, but I will use that in a bit. We're gonna do the blush first, and I'm gonna use a Sonia G Fusion brush, the mini base. And I'm gonna start with this bright color here. And actually, no, I'm gonna do the powder first. Almost forgot. So powder first. Ooh. I like the formula. I feel like I don't have to be too scared when applying it. It's not super pigmented that I can only just barely dab it, even though it's a bright pink. Seems to be a very wearable shade and formula. And then taking the mini base, now going into the cream on top. Oh yeah, that brightens things up quite a bit. Wow, that's pretty. If you like a very blush forward look, meaning that the blush is kind of the standout color on your face, I think you're really gonna like these, especially putting the cream on top. That's pretty cool. Wow, that's bright. I think for real life, I'm gonna blend this out a little bit. Yeah, that's a bold pink blush there. Pretty. All right, let's do the other side. Our nude palette, where she's blushing. I guess it's a blush color. Ooh, this is definitely more of a naturally kind of, I don't know how to describe the shade, rust color. That's nice. I feel like that one on more pigmented than the pink. Okay, and then taking my brush into the cream shade here, I'll layer that on. Wow, that's bold. A little bit of a clown cheek there. I think it's a little bit easy to overdo it with this blush. This one seems just to be more pigmented. She's Blushing seems to go on a little bit heavier, but wow. That's a pretty shade. I'd say this was more of a warm. Pink's more of a cool, obviously, but you know, there's a time and place for both. That's pretty. Definitely a different kind of a blush for my collection. Also different shades for me. So let's try that cream eyeliner. It's actually a gel liner, but it's super creamy. And this shade, I don't know, this is gonna be kind of a challenge. I'm gonna do something artsy. This is gonna look terrible. But I saw, oh, that's gonna disappear my crease. We'll just pretend that I don't have a crease. I saw Patrick Ta on his website, like with the rose palette, he did this like very nude line across the eye and it really stood out. That is a cool effect. Like when you want, it's kind of that blank space, right? Ooh, my eyes are not cooperating. Like when you have a whole bunch of color or glitter on your eye, sometimes you just need to not have color. That is a cool eyeliner. You could also use this like on your lower lash line. Interesting effect, right? Let's do the other side. Oh, I will say it's so soft that it's like breaking apart when I add pressure. So this is like basically like a cream concealer or cream eyeshadow. See, when you, it's so soft that when you rub it out, you apply too much pressure, it breaks. So didn't know it was gonna be like that. But that explains like why there's so much coverage. It's so pigmented. So dragging it along the lid is a challenge. So that is super messy. Just gonna hide it in the crease there. Okay, I think I might remove my eye makeup and just pretend that didn't happen, but you guys can see the pigment. I'm just not an artist, okay? Ooh. So you guys saw like how tricky it was for me to just kind of swipe it across the lid. You know, I think most of the time eyeliner isn't supposed to go there, but that's how he had it in his, you know, promotional photos of the rose palette, is he used that cream eyeliner with it, like literally across the lid. So that was definitely a makeup artist doing. So I'm going to show you what this looks like on the lower inner lash line. It doesn't really stick there. This liner's a little bit tricky to work with, not gonna lie. Let's just use this like a regular eyeliner. Okay, that's a lot better. Although I don't know when you would use it that way because it's just this color. It's kind of very light. Got on my lashes there. Oh boy. Okay. I'm kind of in a tough application spot here with my mirror down below, but you get the gist of that eyeliner. That was not quite how I wanted it to turn out, but that's okay. Okay, moving on to the lip liner. So I just had some lip product on, but I had no eyeliner, lip liner. So this is She's Proud. Ooh. Seems like everything Patrick does is very pigmented. I will give him that. So I'm gonna fill in my whole lip. So this goes on really easy. It's almost like a liquid lipstick in pencil form. So, and it feels really nice. At least right now, so far, it doesn't feel drying, but we shall see. It's not like my go-to shade of liner, but I think it's good to have something like this in my collection. This kind of a brown that's a little bit deeper, so more of like a contoured lip would come out of this. I think it's interesting. It's like a click pen. Wow. So now my blush is really standing out. And now this one doesn't look so pigmented now that we took off that eyeshadow. So things look a little bit more balanced, and this goes with the lip really well, actually. We're starting to dry up on the lips. I'm gonna grab a clearish gloss or a light gloss to go with the liner. This is a moment. All right, so I grabbed the Lisa Eldridge Gloss Embrace in Affair, which is a nude shade. Yeah, dry all over the lips, but this gloss goes really well with it. Kind of like that. All right, so I tried everything out except for the little brush here. So he has a lamination gel that I didn't pick up because I still have a lot of my Anastasia brow freeze. So eventually I might try Patrick's formula, but he like literally raised the brows with this product. I don't know if it's gonna work on me. I have brow product in my brows right now, but I just wanted to test out the spoolie. The other side, it's like a little brush, but he used this to kind of lift all the hairs up, which I thought was kind of cool, so I picked it up. And I honestly needed a new spoolie. Getting the brows to stick to the skin, you gotta push it. Very interesting if you ever watch his videos on how to apply his lamination product. It's pretty crazy to watch. All right, so my eyeliner looks crazy right now. I kind of love the lips. This is very nude for me, and it's almost like an ugly color lip, but I'm living for it. Sorry, my eyes are such a freaking disaster, but just ignore this part and look at the cheeks and lips. Love it. Love this. The way this looks. I really like the blush for sure. All right, I'm going to try to take some photos of my cheeks, and then I will be back to give my final first impression thoughts. I don't know why I try to film videos at the end of the workday when my makeup around my nose is falling off. It looks terrible, so please just focus on the cheeks. I'm sorry about the cake face in this area. Yes, I see it. Yes, I know it's bad. But please just pay attention to the blush cheek area just to get a sense of the shade. I know, I'm sorry. This video is a mess. I should refilm it, but this is a true first impressions. So those are the photos close up if you guys want to see that in a different light. So what are my first impressions thoughts? I really like the blushes. I do think I need to find like the perfect, whole face look to see what shades, I have to plan when I'm going to use these colors around the rest of my look. So if I want to do something more warm, I will go with She's Blushing this side. I think it's a really nice kind of a nude blush. That's more of a browny peachy, but not too peachy, not too brown. It's kind of one of those in-between shades that I think is really popular right now. The pink, it started out really bright. I think it's kind of toned down since it's been on my skin. So that's interesting. It started out really bold. But these are really pretty combos. I like the options you have with application with the powder and cream. I think that's really smart, creative. I like that it's different. Love the packaging. Everything feels really luxe, but these are somewhat expensive palettes for a blush, but those are great. Those are a lot of fun. If you can't tell, I do not like the eyeliner. Had a lot of trouble with it in many different ways. Taking it across the lid, it dragged a lot. It's very bold. It's also very permanent. Like, it does not budge once it's in place. But I had trouble applying it like a normal eyeliner. In the waterline, I had trouble with it sticking. I think it's almost too creamy. So I think the formula could be improved. But, overall it did leave a very bold result. So I can't complain about that. I don't know if the other colors are like this cream shade. I just like the idea of it. It would be a nice contrast with like a bright colored eyeshadow if I wanted to do something creative, but a little bit tricky to use. The lip liner, I am liking the deep shade, the lip crayon. It's a little bit different for me. I do think this is going to have to go with very particular looks. I wouldn't say it's like a neutral brown. It's definitely on the brown warm side. But you know, this will be good for some looks. And then the spoolie is just a spoolie. I already got it dirty. But I do like the kind of shiny packaging of it, that you get another brush on the end. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, that's it. Those are my thoughts for what I picked up. If all else fails and you want to pick, not sure what to get from the brand, I would go with the blush for sure. If you guys want to check out my other video on the rose palette, please check that out. I'll have a link at the end. You can click on it and I'll leave it in the description box. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.